Sambuddhasa, Namo Sakyamuni Buddha, Namo Buddha Dhamma and Sangha, respected Ma Sangha, respected Peter Ngawang Thinley, Dhamma brother and sister. The all participants in our winter Dhamma unit class have a peaceful afternoon. My Dhamma name is Ngawang. It's really honorable privilege for me to be a monitor for the interactive task and the courses today. So before starting our virtual meeting and dialogue, I would like to invite all of us to put your palms together to recite the Buddha name for 3 times in Pali language. My request Venerable Thikdamdak to raise your voice first. Venerable, please.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa.
Thank you very much, Pante. Next, I would like to anoint the tentative program today as follows. 1. Introducing guests and participants. 2. Opening speech and introducing the chief guest by Dhamma brother Quảng Thiện. 3. Main speech by our chief guest, Mr. Ngawang Thinley Bhutan. 4. Q&A session. 5. Vote of 10 by Dhamma sister Trúc An. And 6. Closing program by the traditional song of the club. I have arrived, I am home. In this meaningful and interactive meeting today, it's really my pleasure and an honor for us to welcome Mr. Ngawang Thinley Bhutan. Welcome, Venerable Dr. Thị Tông Đăng, founder and president of Meteor Dhamma Club Vietnam, all Dhamma brother and sister, all member of the club, all Meteor chants. Once again, warmly welcome you all to this great virtual meeting today. To understand our Meteor Dhamma Club, as well as brief biographies of our guest speaker today, now I would like to invite Dhamma brother Quảng Thiện for opening remarks and introducing our chief guest. Brother, please, over the mic to you, brother.
Okay. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Respected Mahasangha, dear Mr. Ngawang Thinley, dear all the members of the Nguyễn Thieu Dharma English class, Dharma brother and sister, very good afternoon to you all. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Ngawang Thinley to our Nguyễn Thieu Dharma English class, Bending School of Buddhist Study, Vietnam. Thank you so much, Venerable, for your kind acceptance of our invitation at the West Speaker today. Let me take a few minutes to give you on brief introduction of Bending School of Buddhist Study and Nguyễn Thieu Dharma English class. As we know, Bending School of Buddhist Study is one of the top schools in the field of Buddhist study in Vietnam, with a large number of mentioned. To 3 Vietnam Buddhist University in Ho Chi Minh City, Huế, and Hanoi capital. Our students usually top students at the entrance exam for graduate program in the university. For the betterment of users English, Nguyễn Thieu Dharma English class were founded by Venerable Dr. Thích Đông Đăng in School of Buddhist Study at Bending Province in 2020 with participation with more than 200 months and we are still in learning Dharma English under the form of Buddhist English class that we use English as a medium language to understand the Buddha teachings, along with improvements of for necessary skill of reading, speaking, listening, and writing for our members. This will be a strong foundation and valuable preparation for them to study abroad in the future. It is a basic step for all the members of the class to have a good chance to learn Dharma through English and to understand English under the form of Dharma. We will have a good approaches to prominent speakers, scholars, teachers, and professors in the field of the Buddhist study from the different countries in different Buddhist traditions. Laos, Cambodia, Myanmar, Thailand, Sri Lanka, India for Theravada tradition, Vietnam, Chinese, Japan, and Korea for Mahayana Buddhism, and Mongolia, Bhutan, Tibet for Vajrayana Buddhist tradition. Today is our 12th dialogue in the series of the weekly international meetings of the Nguyen Thieu Dharma Elite Class Within School of Buddhist Study Vietnam. It's with great pleasure that Mr. Ngawang Thinley has accepted our invitation as a guest speaker today to have a talk with our 200th member of the class on the contents of discussion on prominent features of the Bhutan. He had done MA in the Mahayana Buddhist study in Acharya Narayana University. He really great scholar in the field of the Buddhism, its special Mahayana tradition. Once again, thank you for joining us and welcome you, brother.
Thank you very much, my brother Wang Thiện. Now, may I request Mr. Ngawang Thinley, Bhutan, to give his main speech on discussion on prominent feature of Bhutan today. Over the mic to you, brother.
Okay. Good afternoon to everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I would like to apologize every one of you not being able to make on time first. I'm so sorry because of some technical failure. I'm not that good in computer and all, so I could not join you all on time. So sorry for that. I'm so sorry for that. And and secondly, I would like to thank our brother, sisters, great beings of the world. I should say all of you are great beings of the world, because being born as human being, you brothers and sisters are really living up to the expectations of our own human livelihood. Unlike us, as a lay person, we are not really able to enhance the greatness of human values. However, my brothers and sisters, like monks, nuns, you all are doing very good, valuable, great job, I should say, great job in your life, being monks and nuns, doing your own livelihood in such a way, that appreciable way. So I would like to appreciate and thank you all for inviting me as a guest speaker. And again, I would like to remind once again that actually I myself feel so guilty, not that right person to speak in this huge gathering. Here are many people listening, discussing, and watching, but I am so unexperienced person, and who does not have any knowledge, wisdom, whatever. Anyways, I'm happy to join you all just as a participant, not as a guest. I won't consider myself as guest. Rather, I would consider myself as a participant, because as I mentioned earlier, I'm not that much aware of myself and the samsara in the point of Buddhist point of view. Rather, all brothers and sisters are far better than me. I'm very behind you all. Whatever, I'm so happy that I would like to thank each and every one of you for just offering this opportunity for me, an unexperienced person, to speak and to participate in your such a very great event, I should say. And I would like to also appreciate and thank brother, sisters for coming up with very good program. Such programs are very important in such a situation. These days we are really undergoing miserable sort of life throughout the world because of this COVID, we should say, pandemic. And again, on such situations, you brothers and sisters are organizing very great, important tasks like such meetings and all. So I would like to thank each and every one of you first. And I'm supposed to be discussing on prominent features of Bhutan. And on that, Before I go to our like main discussion topic, I would like to say, I just wanted to make clear to all listeners here, I am just a simple teacher, I'm just a teacher, and not sort of like highly learned scholar, one who has very good knowledge in all of these things. I do not possess any good qualities in me. I'm just a teacher, and that besides my like subject, I also teach some like games in sports, martial arts, like taekwondo and so on. Just this is my brief background about myself. And I had been in the teaching career since 2007 till now. I had been around 13 years as a teacher in the school, in a high school teacher. As a teacher, I had been 13 years. And by now, and I have been to some of the like countries like India and some other like very near countries, like Asian countries. And I have very good relation with, especially with our Vietnam friends, Vietnam brothers and sisters. I know many of my like Vietnam friends when I was in Acharya Nagarjuna University. I came across brother when I'm not able to pronounce your name properly, but I'm so sorry for that. I have many good friends of Vietnam, brothers and sisters, but since 2018, I could not meet with any one of our like my brothers and sisters, but through this meeting, through this virtual meeting, I'm able to see many like Vietnam friends, brothers and sisters, like participating in this very good event, great event, I should say. So I may not be able to satisfy each and every one of your like expectation today as a guest speaker. Anyway, I will just try to just touch some of like prominent features in my country, Bhutan. Okay, now to begin with my like topic, I'll just first I will start with saying that Buddhism is a prominent feature, I should say, among many features in my country. One of the most prominent feature is Buddhism in my country, because unlike other countries, my country Bhutan has around 70 to 80% of Buddhist, if we just go by percentage wise in other regarding catering to other religion like Christianity, other like Muslim and other religion, Hinduism. My country Bhutan has around 70 to 80% of population who are part of Buddhist, and remaining like 20 to 30% now they are mixed. Some are Christian, only few get Christian, few Hinduism. So most prominently, my country is favoring or practicing Buddhism. So one of the main feature, prominent feature is the practice of Buddhism in my country. And with Buddhism, now Buddhism as a most prominent feature in my country, like in terms of culture, in terms of language, and in terms of whatever we do in our country, most of the things are all like aligned, almost all like aligned with Buddhism. For example, the language we speak in my country, our national language, that is also very close with Buddhism, very close with Buddhism. And most of the like aspects in my like language is almost around 60 to 70% of the vocabularies are aligned with Buddhism, Buddhist words, like I should say. And if I just talk about the culture in my country, that is also aligned with culture in terms of like physically, mental culture, physical culture, and other like social culture, whatever. Almost all like have the ingredients or essence of Buddhism. Buddhism like actually initially in my country, Buddhism came or like was established around 7th century. Beginning era of the Buddhism in my Bhutan, is around 7th century. And it flourished, or it came from Tibet, I should say, one of our neighboring country. Nowadays, it is no more Tibet. It is almost under China. So Buddhism came from Tibet into my country, Bhutan. And it was during the time of King Songtsen Gampo, if you are aware of that thing. King Songtsen Gampo has like started Buddhism in my country, and like features of some temple, starting with 2 temples along with Tibet. There are around 108 monasteries built by the King Songtsen Gampo in Tibet, and 2 is in our country. There are 2 temples built during the time of King Songtsen Gampo in 7th century. So from that time on till now most like Buddhism, when we say Buddhism, one of the main aspect of Buddhism here in my country Bhutan is Mahayana. We say Mahayana Buddhism is like main religion of our country, but Mahayana, along with giving emphasis and importance towards, we say that Vajrayana is also, along with both Vajrayana and Mahayana is prevailing being practiced in my country. So now when we say like my country, when I say my country Bhutan has like prominent features of Buddhism everywhere, anywhere. Even in terms of like our national goal or national philosophy, we have GNH. We say GNH, acronym known as GNH, gross national happiness. I think, are you able to catch me? Are you able to catch me? Am I going too fast? Am I speaking too fast?
It's okay, Rhoda.
Okay, is it okay? It seems like I'm going so fast. Please stop me. In case if I'm going so fast, please stop me or remind me. Usually the nature of my like way of speaking is quite fast. So I may be going fast. If I'm going fast, please stop me and remind me. Is it okay right now? Is it okay?
It's okay. It's okay, brother.
Okay. So I just touched about like cultural point of view, language point of view, and education. Now, when we say about education, now my country Bhutan has like been undergoing modern education for so long, so many years. But modern education in my country Bhutan is also very much like collaborated with Buddhist ethics, Buddhist values, and Buddhist like essence. Education centers, schools throughout my country, throughout the good Bhutan, we have around 600 high schools and many other like small schools and even few colleges. All over the schools, let it be primary, let it be higher secondary school, let it be college. Everywhere there is Buddhist like values and ethics. Buddhist values and ethics are everywhere in my country's like modern education system. Even the like system is driven by value of Buddhist values and ethics. In many like aspects, we consider Buddhism as one of the primary aspects of our Buddhist life, my country's people's life. So Buddhism is everywhere in my country. Actually, Buddhism, though some people, like as I mentioned earlier, around 70 to 80% are Buddhist, but remaining like 20 to 30% are non-Buddhist. But those non-Buddhists also, they are along with getting aligned with Buddhist culture, Buddhist language, Buddhist norms. They are also like along with Buddhism only. Only thing is that just they practice other religion like Hindu and Christian. But at the side of their mind, they accept Buddhism also. They don't have problem with any issues, any problem with Buddhism. Unlike like in other countries, there are like clashes among Buddhist and Hindu and Buddhist and like other like Muslim like religion. Some clashes are there in some countries. But in my country, there is no problem at all between the religion. Conflicts are not there in my country. Bhutan has no, as of now, there is no issues related to religion. So, which means we should assume or understand that Bhutan, Buddhist people who are not Buddhist also accept Buddhist indirectly. They are also accepting Buddhism indirectly. So they like the values, morals, ethics of the Buddhism. So though they are like parents, some of like people in these people are also from like south, especially from south of Bhutan, southern Bhutan. Most of them are Hindu because they are near to like our neighbor country like India. So from there, India is a Hindu country. So that Hindu culture and tradition and religion has influenced southern part of my country, Bhutan. Only just few Buddhist people who are like practicing Hindu, and very little amount numbers of people are also practicing Christian. It's very few people practice Christian and few Hindu, but there is no Muslim as of now. There is no Muslim like religion in my country. So starting from the era of modern education till now, like most of the education system, education value, education essence, practices are all driven by Buddhist Buddhist ethics, values, and morals. So in a way, it should be we should understand that the Bhutan has Buddhism everywhere. And then like in your country, Vietnam, which is doing great in like Buddhism, like you brothers and sisters are practicing Buddhism. Like in my country also, there are monks, nuns, and like those who practice Mahayana and those who practice Vajrayana. These two, Mahayana and Vajrayana, is prominent practice of Buddhism in my country. And we don't have Hinayana as of now. Hinayana Buddhism is not prevailing here. But in Mahayana, before we go to level of Mahayana Buddhism level, practice of Mahayana Dharma practices, these monks are supposed to learn like Hinayana part of like Buddhist content. So they just build foundation knowledge, foundation information, foundation values, ethics from the Hinayana label, and they just come up with Mahayana. So when we say like there is no Hinayana in my country, but the beginning part of the practice, beginning part of the studies are all starts from Hinayana label. Hinayana practice, Hinayana like ways of doing things are all like learned and practiced as a foundation part of their learning. Monks and nuns, they go with Hinayana part of like learning. And later on, like after we say that beginning part of them like have Hinayana portion, and later they when they join as real like monk and nun, so they give importance and emphasizes stress on Mahayana and Vajrayana. So we in our like Bhutan's like political aspect, most of our like system, most of our like countries development, social, economics, whatever like stakeholders, all like stakeholders, they have basic concept of Buddhism. Everyone, like one who goes as a teacher, they will have Buddhism values. Those who go for like administrations also, they will have some like basic concepts of Buddhism. And whoever like goes in any walk of life, any job, any work they do in their life, they will have at least minimal like information of Buddhism. So when they work in their working place, office, they will have to calibrate their work or action according to like Buddhist ethics and values. So in a way, again, I would like to say Buddhism is everywhere. It is there in village, it is there in town, it is there in administration, it is there in management, it is there in economics. Everywhere there is essence and like aspects of Buddhism everywhere in my country. So these are like some of like few points which I just wanted to like share to brothers and sisters of like my nearest and dearest friends out there. And even in case of like Siddha now dress which I wear, this is my national dress. This is my national country's dress. This is also something to do with Buddhism. So it has very like many features. Like for example, if you see this is white, here I have white, and this is different. These are also some like aspects taken out from the ideas of Buddhism, Buddhist leaders, Buddhist teachers, masters. They have like made this dress for our country as a national dress. So it has many like significance, white, and these things are also like related to like Buddhist values and like aspects. So now I just wanted to remind to like coordinators, MC here, that if I keep on just speaking, it will be one monotonous. So I don't want to like bore like listeners and participants here. So just with this many like a few points, I just would like to open now question and answer. If any like questions, if anyone wants to know something like which well like it is related to thing, I'll just answer. So I'll just stop here for a while. Now it would be much better. Just let us interact, discuss. Not only me talking, just let us discuss now. Is it okay? Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ngawang for enlightening us the wonderful topic today, the concern of prominent feature of Bhutan. We have got a lot of knowledge and useful information that you have given our club member here, and we have understood clearly and fully about prominent feature of Bhutan. Once again, thank you so much for your excellent presentation and discussion, Mr. Ngawang. Now it's time for us to come to Q&A session. Anyone who wants to ask a guest, Mr. Ngawang, kindly open your mic and feel free to ask. Don't hesitate, please.